This segment is sponsored by the Potawatomi Zoo. Some of the newest additions to the Potawatomi Zoo are the painted dog Puppies. Josh took us behind the scenes to meet the new arrivals and learn the story of their birth. Take a look. We have some noisy new additions here at the Potawatomi Zoo. Check it out, Josh. We're getting such a close look.
Yeah,
Tell us about these guys.
This is pretty special. So this has been something that the zoo's been involved in for the last couple months that we haven't really talked much about. But you know, our painted dogs, they're a pretty endangered species that we have at the zoo. We actually had babies this year.
I see
Do you see? They're playing.
Oh, they are
I know.
amazing. And they are puppies, and we're kind of keeping a safe distance. You have given me all of the tools to be able to be kind of right where I'm at to get this up close look.
Absolutely. Here, I'm gonna kind of step back just a little bit here.
They're more skittish of us. This is like a new environment.
Well, remember me telling you, so it's so funny how domestication works. So you have your domesticated dogs. These guys are not domesticated.
No.
So you have to be really careful with them. They're not like your puppy at home. So they're starting to get to an age, this will probably be about the last month that we'll actually be able to be in the stall with them like this. So it's pretty special.
So special. I mean, that conservation, because that endangered species, I mean, why is that so special for you here at the Potawatomi Zoo to help really, you know, breed more, the breeding programs? I mean, why is that so crucial to their survival?
Well, especially a species like this. So we haven't had baby puppies in the U.S. in almost 3 years. So it was pretty special.
Really playing.
But there's so much that goes into it, and the story on these guys is just incredible.
Right. Tell us that story, how it really began here.
So our pack gave birth, you know, and they're a pack animal. So and it takes mom sometimes quite a while to figure out how to take care of puppies. So we wanted to give her every chance to be able to care for them, and it just was not working out. She was not doing the right things. Maybe hopefully next time she will. So we knew that we had to pull the puppies. We work very closely with other zoos that are involved with these guys to make sure that we're doing the right thing for the puppies. And so the decision was to hand raise them. But the most miraculous thing is that the best way to keep them healthy was to have an actual dog, a domestic dog, raise them. And it makes you a little nervous, doesn't it?
Yeah, no, I just want to make sure that they're comfortable with us being here as well, because it is their habitat just as much. So who did you have kind of fill in as mom? Because that's a unique story.
We had a golden retriever, but the most amazing part was, so the decision was made to pull them when we knew that for their health we needed to make sure that we got them pulled in the evening. By the next morning, through community, it was like this web of calls that went out. We already had a golden retriever that had puppies on her, so she was lactating. Come to the zoo. What are you guys doing?
They're super curious about you, Josh, and that microphone that you're wearing. They go, you know what, we're the stars of this segment, so, you know, mic us up next time because we need to tell the story. So what was that relationship like with the golden retriever,
So
mama?
she came in, she had her own puppies on her, so we tried to do these puppies with those puppies.
Really?
But the golden retriever puppy started outgrowing these guys, so there was a lot of competition. So we were able to work with the owner of the dog that they were actually able to take some of their golden retrievers back. But the golden retriever, they raised them, but really the dedicated staff, I mean, between our vet and our animal curator and staff, they spent the night here every night for almost a month or more, making sure that the Labrador was taking care of them, and it's just been amazing. So we have these 3 boys now. So the goal now is we're going to move these 3 boys back out to the exhibit. They're going to live next to our pack. We're going to raise them next to each other, so they can learn to be a dog. They need to, that's really important. And then they may get paired up with females eventually and go off to other zoos or stay here. We just really don't know what the plan is yet for them. But
the future is bright for these guys, but knowing that you were able to keep them so healthy early on, you really have such a dedicated team of veterinarians and zookeepers here. You know, tell us a little bit, you know, brag on your staff and how they're able to really preserve an endangered species here in South Bend.
Well, because I just gave you the oversight of this pretty story. It's been a challenging story. You know, we started with 8 puppies, and we have the 3 that are really healthy. Because it's challenging. These are rare species. They come with a lot of complications. We wanted mom to raise some, so unfortunately we did lose some of them. And you can imagine just emotionally how that is for staff when you're spending all that time trying to raise something and they're just not making it through. Spending the night every night here, and then especially for our vet who has to then take care of all the animals of the zoo and spend the night here. It's quite a dedication, but they love it. But it can be challenging.
It can be challenging.
And emotional and everything. So
we love to see the successes. These thriving boys. I mean, just how they're playing. That's their playing, right?
That's
might look aggressive, but they are wild animals.
No,
I mean, that's how they interact.
And this is so important because like I said, when they're pack dogs, there could be 20 dogs hunting with each other, and they got to make sure that they work together. So playing with these toys, that's all part of it. It may look like they're playing, but they're learning how to hunt.
Well, and even seeing us, they're going to be seeing a lot of community members coming and seeing them on exhibit when they're ready. So getting used to seeing us, hearing our voices. The best way to support your staff and these animals, and really animals throughout the world, is becoming a member, right?
Becoming a member. It's a family of 4 can come to the zoo twice. It pays for your membership. It'll get you in all next year for an entire calendar year. And then hopefully you'll get to see these little puppies out on exhibit. So and just learn more about painted dogs.
And watch them grow, and they're going to grow pretty quickly because the next time we see them, they're going to be much bigger than these guys. Well, make sure you're supporting the Potawatomi Zoo.
You can have the bone. You can have the bone.
How precious are those new puppies? Check out the Potawatomi Zoo and become a member to support all of the conservation work that they're continuing to do with those endangered species. 574-235-9800. Check out PotawatomiZoo.org. Of course, follow them on social media as well.